don't resonate with any kind of job. And I guess I need one for survival. Any thoughts on that? Thank you. I like that. I don't resonate with any kind of job. It's a very good way of putting it. You could survive without a job in this country. It might not be very pleasant conditions, but you could survive without a job. Money and love are what are suffered over the most in the me dynamic. Money and love, those two different games. And the money side represents fear and death and not being able to physically maintain the body. It also represents status and, hey Diego, and position in society. It also can represent joy or pain or pleasure, in the sense of it could be a painful job or it could be a pleasurable job. But the money issue has such a huge role in the me dynamic and the personal dynamic. Such a huge role. But the whole notion of money is a made up notion. It's something that humans have had to imagine and trade in this imaginary form. That you give notes and you give round coins or different shaped coins in order to trade. But it has no value, only the value that society gives it, of how much you can trade with that. Money comes with such great insecurity. My safety is dependent on producing enough of these notes and enough of these coins. My sense of position in society is based on how many of those coins and notes I can get together and trade for really good items. But that momentum that's always taken responsibility for money, that me dynamic, that personal dynamic that's always saying I am responsible for money, I've got to get more money, I've got to make sure I have more things, I've got to pay these bills, that momentum isn't the one that's controlling money. It really feels like that me dynamic is what's controlling life, but that me dynamic is a creation, it's not the creator. You have never earned money. You have never got yourself a job. You've never lived your life. You never earned your car. You never did any of it. The me dynamic, the one that's saying I've got to get a job, or I've got to have more money, or I've got to increase the bank balance, was never the creator. That's full on. It really feels like that dynamic was the creator, that you were controlling your life. But that dynamic is a creation, is an appearance, just like the appearance of money, just like the appearance of light, just like the appearance of sound, just like the appearance of speaking, just like the appearance of thoughts, just like the appearance of imagination, just like the appearance of this blue, of this skin. That me dynamic appears in exactly the same way, but in it there is a personal dynamic. I am choosing, I am earning my money, I am the one that's kept my bank balance above 0. And so it gives the appearance of someone, but it wasn't the chooser, it's a creation just like everything else. Isn't that fantastic? You never have to earn your money. The me dynamic never has to earn its money. And he's like, everything else okay, but I have to earn money. I have to earn money. I have to get myself a job. I have to look for a job. I have to be nice to my boss. That's all an appearance. It's not the creator. That chucks everything on its head. All that stress at night, or the waking up and feeling stressed about it and worrying about how you're going to produce it, was just a game. It was never the actuality. And he's like, yes, but I need a good story. I need lots of money. So at the moment, Sevnik, no jobs are happening. So no money more than likely will happen. But I assure you, Sevnik's never gonna. It's highly unlikely that Sevnik's body is going to starve to death from lack of money. It's very rare, and it just doesn't happen in the West. It might be completely broke and poor and not have extra money, but that's only in descriptions. Ultimately, nothing's ever poor or has lack of money. You never have money anyway. Money's an imagination. It's something that sits in the bank, and there's relief as there's lots in the bank, and despair if there's none in the bank. It's all a game in a dreamland. So really, maybe what the problem is, Sevnik, is not a job resonating. It's not having money. The problem comes from the one that thinks that it's in control and it needs to make things differently, or it needs to make life different. It needs to live up to its ideas of what life should be. I shouldn't be starving. I shouldn't be homeless. This is absolute free fall into nothing. Absolute loss of that controller. And this is freedom. This is the peace which is looked for. It's never in the money. This is outrageous for the me dynamic. That personal dynamic. But it's what's looked for, I assure you. It is not looked for a large bank balance. What's looked for is absolute not knowing, life appearing, but no longer that one that thinks it knows life, thinks it's in control of life. So Renee asked, so are you saying the job will just happen if it happens? Yep, the job will happen. The momentum to get the job or not get a job will happen. It's the way it's always been happening, Renee. You never were in control of your life. The you was a creation, was a dance, was a game, is a dance, is a game. That one was never controlling life. It never got you a job. It never got you the money. It was another appearance happening. So yes, a job will happen or it won't. And all that worry or anxiety over it is just a game life's playing, a drama life's acting out. There is no vulnerability. There's only vulnerability in stories. Everything dies. Everything's constantly in movement. All things are constantly changing. We know freedom in trying to preserve anything. It's just fighting what is. Apparently there is no momentum here. I wish I had more money. It's the same with a lot of people. Seemingly. Momentum's not strong enough to chase this imagined dollar. The idea that it is the happiness isn't strong enough.